Did you
Yeah.
get the question?
Yes, I believe. Yes, I see it. My response would be that I think that we have to delineate first, circle our wagons, and take care of our people. Make sure our interests are represented both politically and in the shall we say in the fruits of the things that we've done over time. At some point, we may be able to collaborate with immigrants, but I don't think so now because immigrants are working against us. So we cannot work when you have the enemy in the camp. We have to get the enemy out of the camp, and then we need to negotiate. We can possibly negotiate and work with them on some mutual terms or mutual interest.
Now, would you consider them enemies or competition?
Oh, definitely enemies, no doubt.
Definitely enemies.
When
All right.
someone works against your interest, they're an enemy. You have to
Okay.
identify the enemy. However, even enemies can negotiate. I mean, it's done all the time in war, times of war, and times after war. So yes, there are definitely enemies. Immigrants are definitely enemies.
All right. Thank you for that. WHR, how you doing tonight?
I'm all right.
You okay? All right.
I'm
So,
good.
the prompt for tonight is FBAs and immigrants. Can they find unity or is division unavoidable?
I think you guys should stay divided so it's easier for us whites to attack you and hold you down.
How you?
Great answer.
Hold
Great
on,
answer.
y'all. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's slow walk that. WH. Now you said. Now can you repeat that?
I think you guys should stay separated so it's easier for us whites to hold you down.
Okay,
Right.
hold us down as far as what?
Financially, mentally, just about every avenue of life.
Okay. So
Makes sense.
two agendas. Would you like to have a back and forth with him?
I would, yes, I would, I would like to go with. I'd like
Wait
to
a
go with
minute,
him.
y'all. Go ahead, two agendas. Hold on, Johnny. Let's see. We want to have this discussion, so we're gonna try to slow walk this one, y'all. So just stay on your mic. Let two agendas have a minute. Go ahead.
Share the line. Share the line.
Listen, buddy, the black Americans don't even
And
like each other, man.
and whites have been are been
Wait,
here for
hold
four
on.
hundred
Let me tell
years.
y'all right now
They're
how
You
I'm on
black
wealthy.
my stage.
Americans can't even get
Listen,
on the same page with each other.
Please get on your mic. We heard you out. Let him respond. Let him get 30 seconds or
Okay.
something. Everybody stay on their mic,
All right, all
please.
right.
Okay.
Okay, because I don't want this to get crazy. Nothing is more important than my stream. Nobody and nothing. So before I get restricted or anything like that, people will get dropped. So WHDUR, we're happy to hear your perspective, but let them talk, okay? Just hold
All
on.
right.
Go ahead, two agendas.
Oh, get out of here, man.
Good old lady.
Okay, 5 seconds and land. Five
Now,
seconds and land.
now speak.
Two agendas, just one moment. Two agendas. Okay, WH, what you got to say? 10 seconds.
Well, it's absolutely false. I've never felt a connection with a black American. Honestly, if I'm actually telling you guys the truth, we prefer the Africans compared to the blacks.
Okay, hold
Because they're
that thought
docile.
right there. Hold that thought, WH. Go ahead, Ramsey.
Okay, yeah. It's interesting that whites are so quick to thump their chests. They've been here for they have a 400-year head start. They're the biggest welfare queens. They're the biggest recipients of government help, of affirmative action, and everything else. And as far as us having any type of intimidation factor for them, Caucasian men are the weakest men on the planet. You guys have never won a war in the last 75 years. You couldn't win it without us. And we're not worried about you. As a matter of fact, in
You
terms
guys
of
are
our approach
pawns.
to
Why
you,
would we
may
die
I
ourselves
finish,
when we
sir?
have
May I
pawns?
finish? May I finish? What you're going to be experiencing from us in the future is weaponized hatred. Just like you've given us, we're giving it back to you, and
10
you're not going to
seconds,
be
Ramsey. 10 seconds. Go ahead,
and you're
Ram.
not going to be able to handle it because on your weak white backs, you're not going to be able to handle it. I can tell you're a weak white man who probably does all kinds of things that I'm not going to mention. I'm going to try to be respectful, but we don't fear
Mention
you.
them.
We
Let's
don't
hear
fear
it.
you. We don't fear you, dude.
Okay, land your plane. 5 seconds.
You're not a threat to us. As you can see, we still thrive despite all of the government crap. Without the government, you would be nothing. You're a government welfare queen. You're a dependent. If it wasn't for Uncle Sam protecting you, you wouldn't exist.
All
What do
right,
you
thank you,
thrive at
Ramsey.
exactly?
Okay, I want you guys to tap the screen. Get me to my next goal of 2K. Tap the screen. Gift the host in the panel if you're able to.
What do you
But
thrive at
definitely tap
exactly? Being
and share the
14%
live.
of the
Definitely tap
population
and
and
share
half
the
the
live. Wait a
crime?
minute, WH. Come on now. Come on now. Come on, act right. We're going to act like we all got some sense tonight, okay?
All right.
I want you to stay right here. I want to keep you real close tonight, all right? All right, well, let's get to the new part. You want to say something, 5 seconds,
Yes,
WH,
let me
before
say
we
this,
get to the
okay?
new guest on the
Yes,
stage? Go
yes.
ahead.
Let me just say this, okay? I don't know what he thinks you guys excel at. You're 14% of the population, yet you're half the crime.
All right, thank you.
That's been
Okay,
debunked. That's
hold
not
on,
true.
Ramsey. We're going to get to these next guests. You just hold it. You remember that. All right, hold on, WH.
Paris, how you
Paris.
feel, darling?
Watch your back.
Hey, I'm here.
Okay,
How you
that's a
doing,
good
Paris?
thing. I'm fine.
Let me ask you the question. FBA
Okay.
and immigrants. Do you think we can find unity or is division unavoidable?
I think that we could find division because remember, we was immigrants when we came here and built this country. This country was built on immigrants, okay? Because this wasn't
That's a
built on our
lie.
land. This
Wait a minute,
country was
stay on
That's a
your
lie.
mic. Wait, stay on your mic, Ramsey. We're gonna hear her
let me
out.
finish what I'm saying. I'm saying the people, I'm not talking about the Indians and stuff that was here. I'm talking about the ones that came here as slaves. We built this country. Okay, and if you know anything about European history, okay, Europeans didn't even know how to where to put their piss and their feces at. Okay, we had to teach them that. The
Now let me
Moors,
ask
okay,
you something. Paris. Paris, how you pronounce it again?
Paris.
Paris. Okay, so are you under the impression that slaves were immigrants?
I'm under the impression that we was immigrants here. I'm not saying we was here
False
first. We
narrative.
was here
Wait,
first,
It's a
but
false narrative.
our black Indians was here first. I don't believe we came on boats, but we became immigrants when we became slaves. Okay,
That's
We didn't
false.
that's what I'm
volunteer to
saying.
come over
That's
here.
false.
We did not volunteer to come here. We are
We
not
did not
immigrants.
volunteer to come over here.
That's
But
what
guess
makes
We
you
were
what? But
immigrants.
already
guess what?
here.
Guess what? We
We
was
were
already
already
here
here.
too, but we were slaves. Okay,
we gonna
what
let
other race you know that was
we gonna
slaves
let
here?
Ramsey and Paris have this back and forth.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well,
I
let
give
me
y'all
ask you
1
something,
minute.
Ramsey. I'm not arguing with you, but what other group of race people that you know came here as slaves besides us?
Okay, first of all, in terms of coming here, only 4 to 8% of shall we say ethnic Black Americans have been documented to have come over from Africa.
We
We
was
don't.
here already.
We were here
We was
already,
here already.
yes.
Yes,
And let
we
me and
was.
let me say this: every landmass, the indigenous people of every landmass in the world are dark skinned or black people. Look at
Yes. Yes.
Australia. Look at any.
Yes.
So I don't know why people want to flip it and say somehow America had these Siberians. It's crazy. And not only that, when you look now, I finish. When you look at what
I
in the
love it.
diaries of Christopher Columbus, he described black people, kinky hair folks. That's us.
Copper
And
tone.
and
You're
exactly.
African,
And
pal.
the other
Get
and let me
over it.
finish and let me
You're
just my
African.
final statement.
Can he
Let him
finish?
land
Can
his
he
plane.
finish?
My final
Can he
statement.
finish?
My final
No,
statement.
let him land
These
his plane, y'all.
these ancestry tests are not accurate. They're garbage science.
Right.
You
10
cannot
seconds.
determine
10 seconds.
you cannot
Yeah, he right.
determine. Stop interrupting, please. I'm not talking about you, moderator. You cannot determine race and ethnicity on the basis of DNA. There are socio-political constructs that were made up by man
Okay,
in the
Ramsey,
15
we're
and
gonna go ahead and get
1600s.
to the next person.
Okay, well, can I say one thing before I do? But
Yeah,
guess
go
what?
ahead. We give you 10 seconds.
We all are immigrants because this belongs to God.
No, we're not.
This belongs to God.
No,
Okay,
we're not.
this
Oh,
belongs
ma'am,
to God.
please.
This belongs to
Oh, the
God.
earth belongs to God if you want to
Okay,
That's
take it that
right.
Paris.
far.
Everything
All right,
belongs to
y'all.
God.
Paris, y'all hang on tight. I want
Just
to
get
keep
off
you
of the
up
God
here.
stuff, okay?